What's up guys, Brandon Joshua here. We're about to go in this trail. I should have filmed the whole bridge coming through. Maybe I'll get on the way out, but we got a storm coming in. So I got that backpack right there. But we're gonna just film this trail and I'm only gonna talk about the trail or whatever we see on the trail. Nothing else this time, because that's what I've been meaning to do. So yeah, I come out here hiking on these trails, man. You know, it's kind of, you see all the men of faith. I will be talking about stuff like that though, about the wilderness. I mean, well, kind of want to talk about the trail, but I do need to say real quick about God is telling humanity's losing themselves, guys. And when all the earthquakes and volcanoes and all these bad things happening weather-wise, some of that is contributed by mankind. And when we become really wicked, the earth is literally dying. I know some people don't understand what I'm saying. Just remember what I've said I am, and I understand these things, and I only speak truth to you. For I'm a man that only has his life and soul to give, and I've dedicated it to the Creator, to the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, and the kingdom above, where I've come from. I've been reminded who I am, and now I had to choose. I had to choose the dark side or light side, and the dark side almost killed me. And by the grace of God, I defeated Satan, literally, Lucifer. The one that isn't this big scary monster like he tells you guys. He actually was trying to tell me how I did it all to myself and trying to become my best friend. And I'm gonna write a book about all this stuff, man. If we some reason get living in tribes in the wilderness, which I've actually wanted to do for the past like 2 years, God actually called me. God told me, see, I have a whole story, see, because I don't remember much of 2018 because God kind of took me in a way. I was in a dream world for a long time. I was like, I wasn't even conscious for sometimes 15 hours out of the day. I was unconscious. I was literally only conscious sometimes. This is going to sound weird to people I know, and it's weird to me too, because I didn't even know what was happening. But remember, guys, at this time I didn't know I was basically an angel in this body. Okay? And I was literally being consumed by the darkness and dying. And I was about to be turned. Kind of like, I know this is mythical, but just to give you like a bad example, but those movies, how vampires, when if a vampire bites a human or a werewolf bites a human, they slowly turn and then eventually they're fully consumed by the darkness and they become a vampire or werewolf or demon or whatever, zombie. Kind of the same thing, except we become a full-blown fallen Nephilim descendant with many spiritual gifts that we could lead people straight to hell, like some of the ones on TV are doing to you. Man, you guys don't believe it, but remember I told you in one video when I started talking about God and really getting into it, how I was able to strike a lightning bolt down from the ground? I've been talking about God all day, and I had some stuff happen with that middle brother of mine with some demons, and I was able to keep my cool this time. And little does he know, the thunder was out there thundering. And now here it is. I just walked in the woods, and when I just stopped again because I keep hearing thunder. Somebody's talking to me from the heavens. The rumbling thunder, man. That stuff takes my breath away. Like when I hear that, I know it's from the heavens, man. I know that's somebody up there like calling. It's weird, okay? It's hard to explain, but like since I don't know this blood, we're connected to the Creator directly, and like the King of Kings, Christ. We're connected to like angels, good and bad, and like when I hear thunder and stuff and lightning, like people get scared and go inside. I literally like every time I hear it, it's like my head is drawn to the heavens, man. It's like I know that's coming from the heavens and coming from the Creator, and it's I don't know. It's like something in my soul resonates with it, and like I said, something's going on where I'm able to make. Well, it's not me, it's God. But for whatever reason, my spirit in me or God in me, in my temple, when I get on a roll, man, and when it's serious. Like I said, that one friend of mine was dying. And every time that, I was always in a predicament where when that happened, I was like in the drama, really acting that out. Like I was literally about to be consumed by darkness as Christ, playing the role as Christ. When because I have the hair and everything and the beard. Nobody's out here. So, when I was actually in my mind acting it out, feeling as if I was gonna be consumed. And my two twin angels, there was two girls playing my like main two angels, and they were twin, beautiful blonde twin girls, identical. So it's kind of cool. I kind of looked apart, you know, because you know angelic beings would be really, you know, beautiful people inside out, or on the outside, on the inside, and always on the inside, even if not on the outside. Because I'm sure some of them's gotten some more scars, because this is a serious spiritual war going on, and guys like me are out here walking along. People like us have to rise, because we're able to walk through the darkness and the light. And like I said, we literally can walk through the valleys of the shadow of death unharmed. And we can also, it's just kind of crazy, guys, and we can walk through the good. And we don't have to alter ourselves in any way to blend into the darkness. A long time ago, I did. I used to like try to like, when I didn't know who I was and I didn't know why I could do what I could do, but I would literally like change up my personality and just blend in with them. And I wouldn't like be cussing or really doing nothing they were doing, but I was still getting more into slang words and all that, just to blend in. And like now, I very seldom really have to do that. I just pretty much be myself and speak my way. And I've learned the more intelligent you speak on serious matters, people listen to you more. I mean, yes, you can, like, when I've done like anti-drug talks, talking with people from the streets, like I've been through that life, and sure, I can talk like right there with the best of them. I don't cuss. I try not to cuss through all that, you know, every now and then it'll slip, because like I said, I don't care. I do care, because God's convicted me of it, you know, but it's just, the thing is, I'm not going to sit here when something slips and like it's the end of the world, man. Like I usually like apologize or say excuse me for that in the video, just for any, you know, believers listening. But I handle that myself. I know where I'm at. So like when I hear stuff like that, I usually apologize for it. And if I don't, it's because it's just really something irritating me. Like earlier, I said the S word, you know, poop, but the S version. And I didn't even say anything because I was talking about what happened. And see, like when I pray later, I repent of stuff like that. I'll just tell, you know, God, I'm sorry for, because to me, most people would wig out in that situation. And in the past, when I was still like coming to know who I was, I would too. But now I don't. So the way I see it, if all I do is say one little bad, you know, S word, that ain't even that bad. It ain't like this, the F words or anything crazy. But if I only said that one little thing, that shows me how strong I've gotten and how much self-control and discipline God has given me, trained me. But even nonetheless, that one little thing like that, stuff like that's where I see. And I correct that, because ultimately I don't want that. I don't want no weaknesses. Even though, remember, when you're at your weakest point, you're actually at your strongest point. So never give up, guys. Just never give up, man. I'm going to get off of here and try to make another one before it starts raining about some positive talk. Because I had to come out here to the park to get out of that mess.